education and some good English clothes. But Santa Blanca turned it into an exclusive resort. Between Santa Blanca and anyone that's anyone. CEOs. Hint. She just went to rehab for saying something racist. Corruption we've never seen before. And it's on you to stop it. We cut the connections. Since it's 12,000 kidnappings and 17,000 disappearances. So then how the fuck is he one of the most loved people on the goddamn internet? I mean, this piece of shit has more likes than the World Cancer Society. How does that even happen? Well, one reason would be Ramon Feliz, Santa Blanca narco blogger. Feliz wasn't always like this. He used to be a real journalist. Working the crime beat for a Mexican newspaper, he wrote about the cartels. Until the cartels started targeting journalists. Forced to choose between reporting the news and their employees, the newspapers made a hard decision. They stopped reporting on the cartels. So Ramon Feliz went underground. With anonymity on his side, he started a blog, and he went after Santa Blanca. Hard. Maybe too hard. Sueño hired hackers from a number of top universities and had them track down Feliz. Things only went downhill from there. Nowadays, Ramon Feliz no longer writes about Santa Blanca. Ramon Feliz writes for Santa Blanca.
All priests like to hear themselves talk, don't they? But as the saying goes, talk is cheap. El Cardenal knew this was true. His people were barely surviving, and he wanted to do something. He had to help those in need. He didn't care where the support came from. But there were others who thought he was making deals with the devil. He was cast out. He lost his family, his friends. Lo perdió todo. When I found him, he was a broken man. I brought him into Santa Blanca to preach the truth of the new faith.
For we are wed to death from the moment we are born, and we must come to love her more than we love our lives. Sacred and blessed death, the goddess of darkness can free you from sickness and evil. Do you offer your heart and soul over to her?
He baptized me in the true faith. He is my counselor, my conscience. I do. The only person I truly trust with my soul.
Influence. The fine art of persuasion. The winning of hearts and minds. The grabbing of the short hairs and holding on. Santa Blanca, smart fucks that they are, figured it out. It's not enough to control the events. You have to control the story. El Cardenal, A true believer in Santa Muerte. If you're trying to influence people, it's an advantage to have God on your side. In this case, the skinny lady, the White Sister, the saint of holy death, Santa Muerte herself. Because, let's be honest, there's some things even God won't do for you. El Cardinal, he's on the radio, TV, live appearances, concerts. If El Sueño controls the population through bribery and fear, El Cardinal holds them with something much more powerful. Their souls. How would you like to avoid eternal damnation? Well, luckily, all you have to do is support the Santa Blanca cartel, and you will. On the other end of the public-private scale is Ramon Feliz, the narco-blogger. Don't let the quiet demeanor fool you. He's the SB's social media maven. He's their digital game. A tragic case, Feliz. He used to be a serious journalist, trying to expose the cartel for the psychotic, sociopathic dirtbags that they are. But they turned him. Now, he cranks out SB propaganda. If you're not into El Cardinal, you're into Feliz. They get you both ways. These two are the yin and yang of the Santa Blanca influence machine. The sacred and the profane, the public and the private, the heart and the mind. The Santa Blanca cocaine production pipeline, led by El Yayo. It all starts in the fields with the harvesting of the Erythroxylum novogranitens, aka the coca plant. Of the 200 known species of Erythroxylum, only 2 contain usable levels of cocaine, so you have to know what you're planting. El Yayo knows what he's planting. First, his people strip the leaves off the plant. Then the leaves are dried, finally chopped, and sent to the lab. That's where this chick comes in. La Gringa here is an American chemist with Mensa-level IQ and sub-zero morality numbers. They take the chopped leaves, dust them with lime. That's right, lime. Then pour diesel fuel all over them. Stir for 3 days. You can use a washing machine or a cement mixer, but Santa Blanca does it by hand. Then, they mix all this shit with sulfuric acid, a dash of caustic soda, and bam, cocaine paste. You dry it, chuck in more acid, and pretty soon you got powder. But now you have to purify it because no one wants to snort yellow powder. It's gross. So, a little more acid, some potassium permanganate, pyrolusite. Hungry yet? Filter it with ammonia and beautiful, pure white cocaine. But everyone knows how to do this, right? What makes Santa Blanca so special? What makes SB a brand? Because they figured it out. How to mass produce a custom product. Plant genetics, logistics, mechanization, state-of-the-art labs, reduction of redundancies, quality control, purity of chemicals, and, of course, the secret sauce. They're geniuses. They've taken coke production into the 22nd century. What Henry Ford did for the factory, they've done for the lab. They're innovators, they're pioneers, they're SB.
El Yayo was born amidst the Bolivian coca. His mother carried him on her back until he was old enough to go to work for himself. For decades, Yayo picked the leaves, fingers blistered, back aching, feet bleeding. But never, in all that time, did he once extract the alkaloids to make cocaine. To Yayo, the coca leaf was an ancient tradition, going back 8,000 years, a medicine, a culture, una planta sagrada. Of course, the Americanos had a different opinion. They called it Plan Dignidad, the dignity plan. Although Yayo was no more than a farmer, un cocalero, his world was left in ruins. With no other means available, he was forced to do the one thing that he vowed never to do. He was forced to produce cocaine. In the end, the Americans' efforts to stop cocaine production created one of the greatest cocaine producers to ever live.
All right, let's do this. The Santa Blanca Cocaine Superhighway. Every year, more than 350 tons of coke leaves Bolivia, reaching about 20 million users worldwide. That means they're pulling in an average of $2 billion a week. How do they do it? 3 little words. Air, land, sea. All coordinated by the head of smuggling, Nidia Flores, La Reina de Belleza, the beauty queen, and her right-hand man, the ravishing, the bewitching, the delectable El Boquita. Ouch. Somebody get that guy a Band-Aid. The problem is, you see these guys on the news, you see decapitations, you see monsters, but you don't see the whole picture. These people are fucking geniuses. Case in point, you see tits, Nidia Flores sees opportunity. You see scrap metal, Nidia Flores sees submarines. You see holy water, Nidia Flores sees liquid cocaine. Because Nidia Flores is a fucking genius. You really want to shut down the cocaine superhighway? Hit the drugs, hit the money, then hit the beauty queen.
Her Santísima Muerte so loved the Santa Blanca cartel that she gave us her only begotten daughter, that whoever believeth in her should not perish, but have everlasting life. Many years ago, we were in trouble, in la desesperación, on the verge of extinction, being torn to pieces by the snakes and ratas. I believed that hope was lost, that it was too late for us. Era el fin. But just when I was ready to give up, it happened. Nidia Flores came forth, known to us as La Reina de Belleza, the beauty queen. And with her, she brought prosperity, wealth, and retribution. We feel her charity as she continues to spread her gospel across the world. To every corner of the globe, praise to Saint Nidia, Queen of Queens, Reina de Reinas, Goddess among mongrels.
Katrine Svensson, La Gringa. How does a PhD from MIT end up as the chief chemist of the Santa Blanca cartel? Like all cynics, she started out as an idealist. La Gringa came to Bolivia to help the people. The poor, the downtrodden, the sick. She loved them, and they loved her. Working for an NGO called Hands Over Bolivia, she did research to develop a new vaccine for yellow fever. It was meant to be produced easier and cheaper, making it more readily available to more people in a shorter time. Then, disaster struck. She lost all her funding and was vilified by the scientific community. Of course, La Gringa hadn't been involved in the scandal, but it didn't matter. She lost everything. After that, well, you know what? Thanks to the NSA's prison program, we can hear it in her own words.
How much did you earn, Sonrisa?
40,000 a year?
I spend more on my dogs. I will pay you 100 times what you are making.
To do what?
Quality control. Working from Okoro, you can develop the best, most potent, most pure cocaine in the world.
I came here to help people survive.
La Gringa, my darling. How do you think the people survive?
They say every man has a fatal flaw. El Baquita's is love. A smuggler from the age of 6, El Baquita's father used to tape Acapulco gold on his son's body and then send him across the border. He called these trips vacaciones familiares, family vacations. By the time he was 13, Baquita was a trapechiador, a master smuggler. Cigarettes, alcohol, name-brand clothes, DVDs, oil, wildlife, weapons, and of course, people. One time he even smuggled in half a kilo of yellow cake uranium. If someone wanted it, El Baquita could move it. But it was never really about the money. For him, it was the rush. Until he met the beauty queen. Nydia Flores saw his talent and made him her right-hand man. Nydia was the brains, Baquita was the brawn. The thing is, he was head over heels from the moment he first laid eyes on her. Nydia never felt the same way, but one drunken night she gave in. A little bit of sperm roulette, and 9 months later, they had a daughter, Valeria. They say every man has a fatal flaw. El Baquita has 2.
Bravo's at God's feet.
Affecting my life. They're only attacking these foreigners working in our country. But that couldn't be further from the truth. This fight with the rebels is nothing less than a battle for the very freedom of Bolivia. The government's supported foreign investment has done much to improve the lives of the average Bolivian. And more than that, it has given the enterprising Bolivia
that, Chopper. Stay low.
Let's go.
I'm cool. Let's move.
Deploying drone. I see a second target. Tango number 3. I've got eyes on
Getting
the
in
captain.
position. Let me get into position. Target marked. Moving to a good sight line. Say the word. Target is down. We done? Shit, kinda got all excited there. One antenna down. Get to the second now.
dezalb-da-xeqtor radio con DJ Perico.
Hoy, algo especial, DJ Perico. On the phone right now with the beauty of beauties herself, the elegant, la más guapa, Nidia Flores, mamacita de mi vida, la reina de belleza, the beauty queen. Welcome to the show.
We must have our time left. Let's keep
Gracias,
moving.
Perico. It's a pleasure to be talking with you.
Now, can you confirm or deny these exciting rumors floating around the campfires about a new submersible that El Cerebro's cooking up?
El Cerebro, mi chico genius that he is always designing and constructing new equipment for Santa Blanca. I've known him and his family for many years, and I've always known that he has a special gift. Sigue así, chiquillo.
Neta? Is it fully submersible? Or is it one of these floaters that hangs around right below the surface of the water?
Pues sí,
Damn it,
papacito.
it's like we got lead in our boots.
And within weeks, we may have these submersibles.
cómo me gustaba estar arreglando los cacharros. No tengo ni un boliviano, pues.
Esos camaradas huelen peor que el culo de mi perro.
The drone is up. Marking a captain. Marking target. Watch the background.
Target's marked. Just say the word. I've got the target. Ready to engage.
Open fire.
Tango down.
Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on.
El cerebro, mi chico, genius that he is always designing and constructing new equipment for Santa Blanca.
¿Cómo va?
I've known him and his family for many years, and I've always known that he has a special gift. Sigue así, chiquillo.
Neta? Is it fully submersible?
We'll let the rebels know where to find these supplies. They can pay us back later.
Pues sí, papacito, it is true. He has constructed for us a fully submersible craft that will be completely invisible to radar and satellite imaging. It is a working prototype, and within weeks we may have these submersibles exporting our product to Mexico and Europe.
And the question everyone is asking, will these new narcos own the bathrooms?
¿En serio? No.
Ahí lo tienen. The truth straight from the lovely lady's mouth. And now, back to the music that makes your culo bounce up and down.
Están con nosotros. ¿No es así?
Heads up, hostile presence. Heads up, narco with a submachine gun. By the step.
I got another. That's 5. Just spotted one with submachine guns. I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Hey, you got a narco.
Tango.
Watch your fire. We don't want to hit any civilians. We're cool. We're cool. We're good. We're good.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
Roger.
¿Qué pasa, plebe?
I'm opening fire on these shitheads. Got it.
Now, we're taking a break for a public service announcement. Betray Santa Blanca. You do not fuck with that swag, okay? Here is a brief recording of Jorge.
We know we're here. Be careful.
Has to say on the top.
The LT's making a run for it. Target eliminated.
¡Municiones! ¡Mierda, qué suerte!
¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡Con esos malparidos!
And there you have it, raza.
He's dead.
Santa Blanca. Now, I know where we're going into Jorge. Be the tip caller with the correct name of the zone and win Jorge's gold watch.
Man down. Yo, man down. Kill confirmed. Son of a bitch. Shit, man down. Got one.
Hold up. There's a weapons case here.
Hang on, I'm coming. Damn, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
This will go nice with my boots. Rally up, people.
Copy that. Man down over here. Man down. Yo, man down. You're gonna be all right, you hear me? I'm on the way.
Open fire.
Copy. Got it. I got you. The lieutenant's escaping.
Pensamos que los refuerzos ya vienen en camino. Únanse a ellas y destruyan al enemigo.
Thank you.
I need you there.
I copy. Bad guys are marked, waiting on you, boss. Roger, target acquired. Target eliminated. Target's confirmed. Ready to assault.
Target down. Go.
Welcome.
DJ Perico, closing out a block of cumbias románticas. Ciao. Now I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Aye. The last two
Stay there.
Most of you
Roger.
medically trained couple got started in Santa Blanca after they saved the life of our very own La Plaga. What many of you may not know is that soon after Yuri and Polito met at the hospital,
Move there.
Yuri filed a
I copy.
sexual harassment lawsuit against Polito. The reason? Yuri wanted Polito to pay more attention to her. Pinche Yuri. I guess it worked. And the
Target's
lawsuit
marked.
is the foundation
Good to go.
for a reverse and sadistic relationship they now have. Oh, it's like the white people say, ain't love grand?
We got a man down.
Tenemos algunas unidades enfrentadas a un grupo armado hostil y desconocido. Ya se han desplegado al lugar tropas de apoyo para terminar con la amenaza.
Man, if you shot straight, I wouldn't get fucked up.
Get ready. Fire.
Roger that.
Fucking hell. Rally on me.
Roger, moving.
La búsqueda no dio resultados. El enemigo se ha retirado.
You may not have met him, but you all know Ricky Sandoval, the man at the king's right hand, the guy whispering in his ear, the guy handing down justice and shit. You might not know Ricky was acting a little crazy the last couple months.
Hold your position.
Everybody gets a little high on their own supply. They get short-tempered and crazy.
Rally on me.
But when your homies get moved too much, you gotta stop and get your amigo some help. If somebody had done that for Ricky, set him down, a little better, you might have figured out that the motherfucker was an undercover DEA agent. I mean, shit! You look out for your homie, you know if he's gonna roll on you. This next tune is for you, Ricky Sandoval. They had Marcher Gray. It's on it.
Nos han autorizado que convoquemos a las unidades de refuerzo que tenemos en los sectores vecinos para que nos apoyen con esa amenaza. ¡Van hacia allá!
That's a kill.
Presencia enemiga encontrada. Manténganse fijos para las coordenadas.
Rally up, people.
Roger that.
Hostile down.
Only that chopper. Stay low.
Frag
Down,
out.
get down,
Get
chopper.
some. Frag out. That's a kill.
Helicopter, get down.
That's a kill. Hostile down.
Actividad enemiga detectada. Actualizando posición ahora mismo.
DJ Perico en la casa.
Una novedad hasta ahora. Mantenga la búsqueda.
And speaking of things,
Perdimos contacto con el
Cycle round. Who need that chopper? Stay low. Copy that.
with the cutest Instagram account, Yuri y Polito.
Hola, Perico.
I need you there.
¿Cómo va todo, man?
Roger that.
Welcome to the show. Banda, I realize that doctor-patient confidentiality is supposed to be a thing, but hey, we're criminals.
Oh, okay. We're still all right. Copy that.
Curious about a gringo who was recently your
Move
guest.
there.
Hola, come up.
Guy, we knew him socially, you know.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Here's your right, compadre.
Hold up. We need to rally closer.
People know.
I'll drive.
The way we shattered the tibia in 3 places, they know they won't walk right ever again. Chale, was this part of your treatment with the gringo?
He was un chingon. Really tough, huh?
That's one of the things I really liked about him. Pinche vato, but it's the tough ones that force you to be really creative, no? Bueno, en minutos. We'll hear more from these cuties in a few minutes. But for now, back to some tunes.
lieutenant's trying to escape. Bowman, this is Nomad. We're on the ground in Ocoro. What have you got for us?
Ocoro is the heart of cocaine production in Bolivia. The network there was built by El Yayo and predates Santa Blanca by more than a decade. When El Yayo joined the cartel and became the boss of production, he handed Ocoro off to his grandson, who goes by the name El Emisario.
The emissary.
He spends most of his time outside the province, rubbing shoulders with politicians in Sucre and greasing the wheels for the cartel. Not really his job. But the guy's something of a charmer, and he figures this is the best way to make his grandfather proud. El Yayo lets it slide so long as Ocoro continues to produce. Fact is, the network is so well established that it pretty much runs itself. El Emisario's assistant handles the rest. Get in there, gather intel on Ocoro's production sites, and start fucking things up. That'll put pressure on El Emisario to come back to Ocoro and get things back on track before Granddad finds out. When that happens, we grab him and use him to get to El Yayo.
Getting an upload from Bowman. Looks like she's got some intel on El Emisario.
You all know El Yayo, highest-ranking Bolivian in the Santa Blanca cartel, and their head of cocaine production. But you may not know his grandson, Gonzalo Llana, aka El Emisario, the emissary. Yayo taught Emisario everything he knows. How to produce the best polvo in all of South America, how to maintain relationships with the local Bolivians, and most importantly, how to serve your Santa Blanca masters. Emisario looks up to Yayo, would do anything to honor him, to make him proud. Which is exactly what makes El Emisario the perfect target. His greatest fear is shaming his grandfather. If we hit his coke operation in Ocoro, he'll come running back to fix things. That's when we grab him. With a little luck, he'll give us everything we need to know about dear old Grandpa.
Got the location for an SB network station. Let's shut it down.
Carajo, ¿quién hubiera dicho?